Hi there, Loy Machedo, speaking to you from LoyMachedo.com. Who is Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? Now, lately, I have been bombarded with this YouTube video of this guy who apparently claims that he made 3 million US dollars in 19 minutes. Okay, 3 million US dollars in 90 minutes. And there was this amazing, exciting ad that kept popping up on YouTube, whereby you'd see, flashes, you'd see this charismatic guy come up on stage, you'd see this massive, huge wall-to-wall display that shows 10x your income, Grant Cardone, Russell Brunson, and you see the stadium, which is dark, so many millions of, it's like hundreds of thousands of people there. And you'd see, this trailer is really fast paced. You'd see Russell Brunson, the guy with the white, kind of light white shirt, standing with people taking photographs, and you'd see a camera following him. And then he's speaking in front of a webcam or a MacBook Pro. Then he stands up on stage and he's speaking. And the main message, which keeps flashing before your eyes, is how I made 3 million US dollars in 90 minutes, or how I became the highest paid speaker in the world, or something like that. And obviously, in the trailer, he shows Tony Robbins. He gets paid maybe $500,000 US dollars per presentation. Hillary Clinton gets 200,000. Forgive my figures, I'm just going. Donald Trump gets 1.5 million. But this guy, Russell Brunson, has made 3 million US dollars in 90 minutes. So now what happens is when you see this video, you begin to think to yourself, if a guy can make 3 million US dollars in 90 minutes, goodness, like, how is he doing it? Why can't I do it? So obviously, my curiosity led me to click on this to check what is this all about. If you Google and search, that is 10x 10x growth conference, not con, Russell Brunson $3 million presentation. Okay, you'd see this guy in a stadium. It's a massive, huge stadium. There must be close to, I don't know, 20,000, 30,000 or whatever, huge number of people there. It's dark. And this guy is on a stage. It's beautifully done, the infrastructure, everything. He's coming up on stage and he's speaking to people. And during the presentation, he tells people, can you just put on your, switch on your cell phones, put on the light. Everyone puts on the light. The whole place gets dotted with lights. Just turn around and have a look at how many people are there. So it's massive. Okay. So then he goes on to tell how he made 3 million US dollars in 1.5 hours or in 90 minutes. Now, here's the thing which nobody thinks about or nobody talks about. Okay. Listen carefully. Russell Brunson says he has made 3 million US dollars in 90 minutes. The question I'm asking you is that 3 million US dollars that he has made in 90 minutes, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, maybe he has made, is it revenue or is it net profit? Okay, consider these following points. Number one is the venue. You need to pay for the venue. Okay, it doesn't come for free. Number two, you need to pay to market that event, which also costs money. You need to have staff, security, promoters, executives. You need, so that costs money. Then you need, obviously, the marketing material or whatever marketing goes on, online, offline. For that, you need to pay money. The months and days that goes on before the event. Then you need to pay money for the VIPs or the people you fly down to speak at the event. So if someone comes for free, let's say he's paying for his own hotel, his own accommodation, fine. Then obviously he'll be selling something. He'll not be coming there for free. Then apart from all this, you also have, let's say, if you are going to speak at someone else's event, because if you actually check, this is a 10x growth conference, which is not Russell Brunson's event. It is Grant Cardone's event. So if you are speaking at someone else's event, obviously you're going to pay this person a commission or you're going to pay him a fee. The buzzword was he paid him 50% of all his earnings. So if Russell Brunson earned 3 million US dollars, if it's 50% that goes, so now he has earned actually 1.5 million US dollars in 90 minutes. Okay. because 1.5 million goes to the other guy. So then comes the costing. Let's assume, okay, he didn't have to pay anything. He didn't have to pay for his travel, his stay, everything, which I believe he has to pay. But let's take that as free. Now comes the marketing. If you are an internet marketer, you would know one thing, that all the marketing that takes place because you have a support, and the support comes from affiliates. What do I mean by affiliates? Is, let's say you get somebody who endorses and says, Loy is giving this amazing, that's me, is giving this amazing presentation where he earns millions in 1 hour, find out how. And he sends an email to 500,000 of his friends or his contacts. Whomsoever clicks, I pay a commission for that, because obviously he's giving me leads. And from the people who clicked, those who buy my course, I'll give him 50% revenue, because now what he's doing is he's giving me business. So that is an affiliate. So let's assume that all the revenue that I got, okay, because obviously I was promoting this event so crazy, all this event, 50% now goes into affiliates, okay, 50%, because I have so many contacts and connections. So if, out of 1.5 million, we break it down half again. So it'll roughly come to 750,000, okay? I'm just going with vague numbers because I don't have the actual specifics. So 50% went to Grant Cardone, because this was his venue, his everything, his staff, his logistics, his stage, sound, equipment, everything. So 50% went to my affiliates. Now I'm left with 750,000 for 90 minutes, which is not bad. Okay. But then obviously I have my staff, I have my marketing team, I have my people. So just roughly with all the other expenses, I'm going, let's push it to the max. Let's say 250,000. So what we are left with is $500,000, $500,000 for 90 minutes. Now, let's be honest, $500,000 for 90 minutes of standing on stage and selling a sales pitch, or it's not bad. It is really good. It's not me bashing Russell Brunson. It's me telling you that it is really good. What he's doing is really good. If I could speak for 90 minutes and earn $500,000, I think that's tremendous. You just need to do 2 of these a month and you earn 1 million every month. Okay. But now the question which I want to put forward to you is, the guy is selling his course. He's selling videos of stuff that he has spoken about, and the stuff that is mainly Join ClickFunnels. That is his software, whereby you'll become his customer and spend every month something or another, where you'll spend for email services, where you'll spend for let's say creating funnels, where you spend for the systems in place. So you become permanently his customer and you keep spending. It's like having this game that you play online. Even though it's for free, there are a lot of in-store app purchases. You keep spending because obviously if you want to grow faster, you need to keep spending. So now the main question that I'm asking is, we need to understand that the 3 million that he's making is, even though revenue, it is not net profit. It is just revenue before expenses, before taxes. If you deduct taxes, if you deduct expenses, if you deduct everything else, you'll get the actual figure. Now here's a bigger question. What happens when you're an internet marketer? You can keep throwing these big numbers, like I earned 6-figure income, 9-figure income. You can keep showing currencies. You can see your notes, bank notes, and you can throw it up in the air and take photographs. You don't know if it's real or fake. But now, are these audited independently by a third party? Are these being actual amounts which, have a legal implication? Has the government verified and said, yes, this is the correct figure because we have independently verified all this? There is no way to verify this because these are private claims made by private individuals, and these are internet marketers. You can rent out a Rolls Royce and say, this is my baby. You can rent out a private jet and say, this is my, it's mine because it has the logo and everything else. Maybe it's just rented out. You can rent out a big house and claim that this is your apartment. It's your baby. But nobody knows how many credit cards you have. Nobody knows how many loans you have taken. Nobody knows your actual net worth. So the point I'm trying to say here is, whenever you get people who make these amazing claims, $100,000, $1,000,000, $1 billion, whatever, these are claims or figures made by these internet marketers, these salesmen who want to impress you with their large numbers. But unless it's verified by an actual third party, independent, legitimate third party or a government, you cannot believe these numbers. Because in the world of the internet, anyone can claim anything. Anyone can rent out a Lamborghini and even say, this is my baby. So what I'm trying to tell you is this Russell Brunson's $3 million in 90 minutes, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying, maybe he made those numbers. We don't know for a fact because we don't have any third-party auditing team, company, an international global body that has verified this and exposed the accounts for everyone to see. And the second thing is, we do not know his expenses. We do not know what are the commissions he had to pay. We do not know what are the other expenditures he had. And finally, we don't know what is his final net income. So given that we don't know all this, I would just say that roughly out of the 3 million in 90 minutes, he made $500,000, which I totally give him kudos for that. And I think that's impressive. However, I don't think this is something that everyone can do. It's one in millions who can do this. And second one is, even if you were to try to do this, you obviously need to have videos, you need to have educational material, you need to have PDFs, you need to have articles, you need to have so much of content to give people. Unless and until you have all these systems in place with people, with a whole infrastructure, you cannot do this. So the 3 million in 90 minutes is to make you feel charged and motivated. But realistically, it's not possible for normal individuals to do it. Normal like myself. Yes, you can aspire to make good money, but the money that these internet marketers are making, these affiliates, is only by selling you other people's products, services, gimmicks, rehashed information, and most of it is recycled. Nothing that is so innovative that can change your life or make you another billionaire. Because nowadays, what I find out is everyone's giving free advice, taking their video camera, giving free advice, and advice doesn't cost any money. You can make a video, write an article, just give borrowed information from all these books, dump it, and share it. So this is what I think in terms of Russell Brunson's $3 million presentation in 90 minutes. This is, I think, how he did it. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Like the video, thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. Always read your comments. This is me signing off for now. Take care.